stands for slavery to a lot of people. To a lot of other people, it's civic pride. But the fact is the two are very difficult to separate.
That is the vice president of sales at a company that has made Confederate flags since 1882. And today, that company, Valley Forge Flag, announced that it is going to stop selling Confederate flag merchandise in the midst of this controversy over that symbol. Backlash against that flag started last week after a deadly shooting inside a Charleston, South Carolina church. You should know that by now. But today, the governor of Alabama ordered that 4 different Confederate banners there be removed from the state capitol, including the battle flag. And in Mississippi, the debate's raging over whether to create a completely new state flag, one that doesn't incorporate the Confederate battle flag in the design. And it's not just the flag. In Tennessee, lawmakers are calling for the bust of a Confederate general to be removed from their state house. And even Senator Harry Reid is questioning the statue of Jefferson Davis in the U.S. Capitol Statuary Hall. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg now standing by in our satellite center has got a look at the debate over Confederate symbols here in our area, which played such a huge role in the Civil War. Jeff?
Yeah, no question about it, Leon. Yesterday, Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe made big news by ordering that all license plates with the Confederate flag come off the road, saying the symbol is simply too divisive and hurtful. But today, the governor did draw a line. Times, but may not know this statue on Washington Street in Old Town honors Confederate soldiers from Alexandria. Sharon Duncan, who works nearby, says the movement to take down the Confederate flag perhaps should go further.
If you're going to cover up the flags, you should take everything down that represents the Confederacy. I mean, one for all, I guess.
You will, honor people who fought and died in a certain circumstance to remember them, but not necessarily everything that they stood for.
From statues to roads to schools, reminders of Confederate leaders can be found all over Virginia. And Governor Terry McAuliffe, one day after deciding to remove Confederate license plates from the road, says those reminders should remain.
It is a part of our heritage. It's who we are in Virginia, and it's an important part of our heritage. The flag is different.
The flag is a symbol for so many people of hatred. That, I think, needs to go.
But in Portsmouth, Virginia, where more than half of the residents are African American, one city councilman is calling for the city's Confederate monument to be taken down. And Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky wants the bust of Jefferson Davis moved from his state capitol building in Frankfort.
Maybe a better place for that would be the Kentucky History Museum.
I also asked Governor McAuliffe if he believes the Charleston shooting will be a turning point in racial relations in America. He didn't answer directly, but rather called for tighter gun regulations and talked of the definite need for greater job opportunities and early childhood education. Live in the Satellite Center, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
All right, thanks, Jeff. In the last few days, several retailers have announced that they're going to stop selling Confederate flags and other merchandise. But some stores are actually seeing a spike in sales of those items. Members of the Confederate veterans say that, sons of the Confederate veterans, I should say that for them, this flag is a symbol of honor and sacrifice.
Once this flag is removed, it'll start down the slippery slope. And then there'll be the monument will be called for to be removed from State House grounds. And then the next thing will be street names and building names, which has already begun. Complete eradication to eliminate all Confederate history.
Randy Burbage says that 57 of his ancestors fought for the Confederacy in the Civil War. 16 of them died in battle.